Hello everyone, welcome back. We are continuing work on Hyliss as per usual. So, there we go. It's way more tries than it should have. Let's get started. I have a plan, which is more than I can say most of the time. So, plan is simple. We're just gonna build some stuff. There's more than that, but you don't need to know it because I'm the one building it. I'll figure it out. I'm sure it'll be fine. Yeah. Okay. So, firstly, we need the bridge from this tower over to the second floor, since that's going to be how you get up to higher floors within this building. That's important. That's one step of the process. The next step is somewhat interesting, I guess. I suppose that would be the right word for it. We have to pretty much just make a small intermediary section between the floors, which is going to be where we put the actual, like, walkways and stuff. That's going to be where you're standing most of the time, is in that intermediary section, because you don't need to be up where the windows are. So, we're going to start with that. As for how we're going to do it, no idea. I don't have any concrete designs going into builds like this. I just kind of wing it and see what happens. So, that's what we're doing. Yeah. Beyond that, we're gonna certainly be figuring some stuff out with how we're going to be building things going forwards. So, suppose nothing to do but get started, as it were. So, the things I really want to do with this building project, this specific building, is I wanna tier it like that somehow. So we're gonna do some experiments, we're gonna try some things, we're gonna see what happens. And then I'm going to look into doing some other stuff we're gonna be trying. Plenty of things we can do. Just have to actually get started, so let's do that. So first off, crazy idea. We're just gonna kinda sorta do this. How high doesn't really matter, but it needs to be pretty big, since this is the start of the very next floor. Then one of the things I'm gonna do. Right. Okay. Interesting. How wide is that pillar? 9. Seems a little too big for that, then. I mean, I can still make it work. As I say, that's kind of what the intermediary's for. Speaking of intermediary, I need to do that in this section. Okay, this isn't gonna work because of what I have planned in the area. Okay, you know what? Just make a layer. Increase in height. Let me look at some stuff. Gotcha. Stuff looked at. Alright. What's up? Okay. That's slightly annoying. Guess we can't do that. I don't think it really matters that much exactly how tall I make it. It's weird. Hmm. Okay. Interesting. I think that's useful. Something or other. I'll figure out more about that in a minute. About that. Do I want to do that pillar right now? Could. Absolutely could. Hmm. Hmm. Is this even... No, it's not. That's very annoying. I'm gonna fix that. I'm not dealing with even with things. I refuse. No, what I actually wanted is about here. Which means I need to figure out how I'm gonna get it to do that without being stupid looking. With some difficulty. Sup? Welcome, welcome. Only a little. I actually feel more comfortable building at this scale than I do at something like that. Not enough space for the details in that one. This one I can finally actually try somewhat without it looking like too much. Thank you. Put a lot of work into this stuff. No, no, shouldn't do that. I was right to put it there in the first place. Okay. Let's see here. Oh man, how did I forget that? Actually, I think it works out fine. Interesting. Why did I do all this? It's just gonna get cut off by the next little section, probably. So that's a small issue, especially since that's a bit bigger in terms of scale. At least, not bigger. It overhangs over an area that's just kind of a sign. So I need to fix that. Fix might be the wrong word for it, I just need to work with it. Did I do that? Can I fit that in the amount of space I have? Let's find out. kind of. I think having something like that. Yeah, I think that works. Somehow. Not sure I managed to fit that in such a small area, but oh my. Okay. And we're gonna go about doing the rest of this. That's actually probably fine. Let's keep trying this. This is interesting. Not exactly what I'd use it for. But I couldn't just use stack 4, but what does it matter? Okay, so I think we're gonna fill that in with that. But I don't really want to use the same block there. Need something else. I think what we're gonna try. It's a little much. Little too much. Yeah, they're not too bad. At least if you have a half decent setup, they're not too bad. If you don't, they're awful. Okay, let's try this. Yeah, I think that might be subtle enough, but I think we can do even better somewhat with some additional small details. Intriguing. I stacked it in properly. Oh, I see what the problem is. Gotta stack it like that. Yeah. That makes sense. Okay. A little better. Still think it can be helped by some additional detailing. Okay. There we go. Bit weird. Bit annoying, but whatever. It's fine. Something probably similar to that will do pretty well. I think. So I could shift it even further back in this direction. Yeah, let's do that. Shift it. Okay. That is interesting. Not interesting enough for me to really care, but it is interesting. Okay. Let's do some things here. No, let's not have that actually. Okay. That's not what I want to do. Whatever. We'll make do. What to do with all of that? Well, it probably means I'm not gonna need... What might not? I don't know. Let me figure out if this area has a midpoint. 37, it does! Handy. That's not even kind of tall enough. We can fix that. Oh, that'll do. That'll do. Now to just... place some calcite. Okay. Let's just do it about there so that I can... There we go. Should get rid of all of the pointless stuff. There we go. Let me move. Base these up. Probably 2 blocks. It's probably fun. Maybe 3? Yeah, 3. Right. Still need to do that, just less, so... Okay, grab some blocks. Top side, okay. Middle's here. Let me put the back. Do I use... Calcite, then quartz. Gotcha. Hmm. Huh? Gosh dang it. Alright, new plan. Squish that. Back into unblock extraction. And grab one of these pillars. And do that instead. About 3 blocks off from the top. Just kind of extend that a bit higher. Does it look like that? Why does it look like that? Why does it look like that? What the crap? Looks lopsided somehow. Even though it's symmetrical except for, you know, the foundation. Okay. Suppose I can do the window itself. Though it does ask a question. How much space? It would have fit. Barely. But it would. Interesting. Well, let me think of some patterns to put on this window. Patterns. Kind of decide what I want to do. Missing side to that one. I'll fix it in a minute. Alright, I have an idea. midpoint there. Okay, let's see. So assuming that I want to do the same thing, say here. Move things around as needed. I just need to figure this out. Would you be quiet? Okay, yeah, it needs to be moved down. Maybe not. Does it not need to be moved down? No, that works. Okay. Very interesting. Wow, that is a very convincing circle. Could be more convincing, but whatever. I don't have vertical slabs, so I can't really do something crazy. I suppose I could try. This until we get vertical slabs. If we ever get vertical slabs. So we might. It's a pretty good chance at this point. With recent changes that have been made. I'd be surprised if it wasn't at least in consideration. Hmm. Very neat, very interesting, very something or other. Okay. To do with that empty area. Hmm. Hmm. That would be interesting. Let's try that. I don't love that. Like, no, that does need to be a full block. Hmm. Good enough. Really? Really? Okay. There. Better. Duplicate. Scroll. Fill. Class. Okay, so the distance between these 2 points is 39 blocks. What about the distance between these 2 blocks? 40. It's 40. Hmm. Interesting. Interesting. Very interesting. Hmm. Hmm. Okay. I don't want to go about this. You know what? Oh, I never saw it. Yeah, it's fine. Whatever. Who cares? Okay. You know what? I think we should pivot to something else. What do you think we should pivot to? Any ideas? Any ideas whatsoever? Cabin? Cabin? What? What does that mean? Can't just start another building project willy-nilly. No, I can't. If I do that, I'll never get back to doing this. I have proven that. I have 17 unfinished projects. I can't just start another one. I have no intention of doing anything else until I'm done this project when it comes to building in Minecraft. If I do that, never gonna be done. Frankly, I have a project that's probably more pressing than this one, but I'm not working on it right now. Now am I? But I can't do that on stream. So, whatever. Something else. Man, when are we gonna go like that update for that? Alright. Let's figure something out. I wonder. It's not like there's an event that's, you know, supposed to happen eventually. That I'm supposed to be building the maps for, but haven't quite finished all of them yet. I wonder. What could possibly be more important than this? I'm close, but I'm not there yet. But I wonder what it could possibly be. Oh yeah, let's pick something else to do. Hmm. 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 What is that? I'm not gonna get into an Elder Scrolls game right now. And of all of them, why the second? Don't really want to get into the other, the only two I actually know about either, but hmm. Dude, the first one's name is literally just Elder Scrolls Arena. Forgot about Morrowind. How do I own so many Steam games, yet I don't want to play any of them on stream? Hollow Knight. Deltarune. I have both of those. I don't have Undertale. I have both Hollow Knight games. I have Deltarune. I'm not even all the way through Deltarune currently. Why don't I own Undertale? Because I never bought it. I didn't really feel like it. Because I got into the community when Deltarune was already a thing, so I didn't bother getting Undertale at the time. Also because I'm not particularly good at either of them. I would do Silksong, but I already beyond 100% in that game. I mean, unless I just wanted to grind out the final boss a couple times just to see how hard it still is, but kind of waiting for the update on that. I didn't get all the achievements. I didn't feel like doing Steel Soul or Speedrunner. Couldn't be bothered. You don't even have Silksong, bruh. Oh yeah, I can see that. Oh crap. To be fair, neither did I. I don't think I ever beat the first one. I got close, but I didn't really feel like it. Balloon Tower Defense 6, I suppose. I might have a modded game save right now, though. Not that that matters particularly much, but I'm pretty sure I have a modded account right now. Oh, there's new stuff. Hmm. Interesting. Screw it, that might work. Let me see. Where is... Okay, I can do that. Let me make sure I'm on a vanilla version of the game by setting it to default version rather than an older version. Update. Pretty good at getting over it, or at least I used to be. I have all achievements, so something to be said about that. I doubt I still am good at it. We can do that. Is there no Wi-Fi, or is it being stupid? It's being stupid, okay. Yeah. Oh, for goodness sakes. At least try. This is why I don't update Steam games while I'm streaming. This right here. Give it a second, it'll get its crap together in a minute. Yeah, yeah, yeah. crap! Okay, let's do this, I suppose. I haven't played Getting Over It in who knows how long at this point. New game. Is it actually working? Did it actually swap over? Swap over? What's going on here? Oh, yep, there we go. Okay. Clearly I've lost some of the skill I used to have. Come on. There we go. Okay, well, I gotta... Come on, stupid. Look at how bad the controls are in this game. There does not appear to be any audio. What? Did I accidentally mute it? Okay, where the crap is OBS? It's playing Minecraft audio. 1 second. Let me see. Oh, it might just be very quiet. There we go. And it's tapped onto the wrong thing. Okay. Well, this is unfortunate. There we go. See if I still get it. Let me check. Okay, let me turn it up. Alright. Let's do this. Should be a little more hearable now. We can check. Okay, stop tabbing me off. Why is this game not full screen? Or why is it not why is it not windowed full screen? It's kinda stupid. Anyway. I would get that out of here. It needs trackpad tuning. I'm not on trackpad. Okay, but clearly that increases mouse sensitivity quite heavily as well. So that's interesting. There we go. Man, you remember when it took, like, YouTubers 2 hours to get to this point? Back when this game was relevant. What? I'm not even clicking my mouse all that much. I mean, 1 second. I can hear it. So I'm not sure what the problem is. That should not have been that easy. Come on. There we go. We're past the hard parts. Okay. Go for it. Dang it. This part's kind of annoying. Right. Weird. Okay. Wait, but you could hear me, but you couldn't hear the game? That's so strange. I mean, I get that they're separate audio channels, but still. What? What do you mean, nope? What? Huh? Okay, yeah, that was just a you problem, because even I could hear myself. YouTube's been weird lately doing that to people. Oh, come on. Yeah, okay. Either way, you remember when people found this game difficult? Like, I'm already past the only hard part. And I did it on my first try somehow. Dang it. Still not that good at this section, though. There's just no risk to it. Because it's like you fall for 2 seconds, and then it's nothing. I know that there's a speedrun skip you can do here, but like, eh. Can't be bothered. That was just awful. That... Okay, I need to lock in here for a sec. 1 sec. This way, please. How's that? Yes. I suppose I haven't played this game with this mouse before, but this should not be this bad. Though I haven't played this game in like 6 months, so... Yeah. Come on. I think that was just a bad reaction time. Oh. Have I done this section without the anvil before? I have no idea. Might be easier to, but... Come on. That was just bad. This is like one of the few areas where I still get stuck. I don't like that positioning. Let's go over there. There we go. That could have gone worse. Alright. Oh, that's bad. Could be worse. Lost like 2 minutes, whatever. I almost did it without the anvil, that was weird.
No.
There we go. Easy enough. Okay. We're back. Oh, fall. That's a bad cabinet placement. That's not gonna work. Okay, maybe just wait for it to stop doing that. That was bad. That was also bad. There we go. Alright, time for the mountain. I was gonna say, I don't think that's a notch. Pretty sure... I know there's a notch here. I know there's a notch. It's not a notch. That's a notch. I believe there's a notch somewhere here, yep. About there. I don't think there's a notch between that I can reach. I think you just kind of have to go for it here, so we're gonna do that. Oh, I did that wrong. Okay. Dang. Oh, there's one there. Okay. There we go. Okay. We're almost there. That was not a notch. Thankfully, that's a pretty easy notch to catch yourself on. Not sure why there's a notch right here, but whatever. Oh, that was good. Alright, now just to not soft lock myself here. I'm having difficulties here. Dang. That was just bad pogo. Okay. Alright, I didn't want to land on it. That's probably the worst thing you can do on this stupid tower, is try and land on something. So close. Legitimately, this is the only section that's even slightly difficult. Right, and we aren't done yet. Okay. Now, and we fell. Yep, we hit our head. Okay, come on. Take it slow. And we bounced. Of course, we bounced again. Nice. Too early. Nice and slow. That was too much. Why did it go that way? And we hit our head. Of course we did. And that was just bad. Oh, gosh, dang it. Okay, you know what? We're all the way over here. Just kind of... There we go. We made it. You have to be careful because it's the lowest meteor, but... There we go. Should be good to go now. Okay, are we going down then? Where's it pulling me? There we go. That should do it. Probably. There we go. 23 minutes. Not bad. That'll do. Yeah, I don't get why people think that game's difficult. I mean, it's kind of annoying, but it's not difficult. Though I may just enjoy fighting type games. That's totally possible. Alright. Other games that could be interesting to play. Hey, I don't know. I mean, probably. Kind of know what I'm doing. Kind of. I would have to try some things. Like figuring out how on earth I'm gonna do that section. Also figuring out how I want to deal with the space I have here. It's a 34 block space. That's not ideal. That would only... Okay. 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 Yep. We're gonna figure something out here. Not really happy with this positioning, so we're gonna change it. I like this because I think it does the job. Cabin. What does that mean? I do not understand what that means, especially in this context. Mostly in this context. Maybe there. Oh, I don't have game audio. Gosh, dang it, how did I forget that? Okay, so we have... I think that pillar location will do. Probably. That is a... stupid name. Great above and beyond I get. In newer feels redundant. Yeah? I've seen people just update mod packs. You don't have to do all that. You don't have to do some crazy name changes and stuff to get away with it. Especially, is Create Above and Beyond really a dead mod pack? Or do they just not update to newer versions for some reason? No, it's a dead mod pack. Okay. That's surprising. How'd that happen? Telling me that one of the best known Create mod packs doesn't really exist anymore in its existence. Dude, there are older, stupider mod packs that get updates still. Like, I'm pretty sure RL Craft still gets updates occasionally. Yeah. Yeah, it still gets updates. No idea. Not a clue. But it does. What? What are these? Why are there sponsored mod packs? Who put ads in my CurseForge? Because whoever did it, I want to kill you. I'm gonna kill you. Don't touch my CurseForge. Like, when I click mod packs, I'm not looking for whatever people paid for. I'm looking for something that doesn't suck. And also isn't Cobblemon. Nothing against Cobblemon, I just don't like it. Kind of boring. It's not that boring. It's just not my thing. I don't really search for mod packs most of the time, because I can just make them myself better. I mean, it's not a bad mod by any means. I just don't think that I care that much, to be honest. Like, okay, I didn't even play old Pixelmon all that much. Maybe once or twice, but... I haven't even played real Pokemon, so who am I? I would like to. I'd like to play, like, Pokemon Emerald, probably. Of course, they'll never remake Pokemon Emerald, so I'm just gonna stuck with the when you can play on a 3DS. Not that I even own a 3DS, so I bet I could get one for like 20 bucks. What does a 3DS cost? Yeah, like 30 bucks. Unless you want to get one from GameStop or Walmart for some reason. Who's gonna do that? I'm not gonna pay $300 for a console. Gosh, when did that come out? That console might be as old as I am, actually. When did the 3DS come out? Yes, release date. It might have been. Might have been thinking about. Yeah, no, it's 15 years old. I may be thinking of the. Yes. Yeah, 2004. How much does a copy of Pokemon Emerald cost? Why? Why is it so expensive? You know, sometimes I forget you're like 3 years younger than me. I grew up in the frickin' Wii era. Still goes hard. I always forget that because out of my chat, you're like one of the few people that doesn't call me old. I swear I've been called old like 3 times. And I don't know why. Okay, how much space do we have now? 33. I can work with that. Okay, but to be fair, so did we at that age. I guarantee it. It's kind of funny. Like, I just turned 18 not 6 months ago. I'm barely into adulthood at this point. Can't be that old yet, but... Though I suppose I do act more like an adult than some people do. Since I've been concerned about friggin' the people that watches my streams' education. Because it's bad. I've never been more shocked at people's inability to know common things, but... Man. It's not great. I swear, some people don't even know common phrases anymore. Common words, even. Words you can't go your life without hearing at least once or twice or 3 times or 1,000 times, but... don't know what it means. And I am concerned, nor how to spell it. That kind of concerns me more. Like, I understand not knowing what it means. I say words I don't always know what they mean, but not knowing how to spell it? I just don't understand. I feel like I'm missing something sometimes. Probably am. I mean, I know why people aren't being educated properly. I'm not surprised by any means, but somewhat concerning that this is considered fine. Makes me glad I'm homeschooled, though. Or was homeschooled. I haven't been in school in like a year and a half at this point. Imagine if you never learned phonetics. Integers? Basic integers. How? I mean, I struggled with, like, calculus. But that's calculus. That's a bit less concerning than integers. Multiple... Huh? Dude, I swear. I learned to multiply from Minecraft. Do these kids need to play Minecraft, really? Is that the solution here? Oh, gosh. Man, I hope our generation, when we have control over anything, fixes all this crap, because there's no way that this should be happening right now. There's no way. I refuse to believe that this is going to be left how it is. Because quite clearly it doesn't work. Oh, come on. I mean, I think it's fixable. I'm not sure how fixable. But if we don't fix it quickly, then we're gonna have an entire generation of stupid people. We don't need another one of those. There's enough stupid people in the world as is. This feels like it's gonna turn into a vicious cycle of one generation fixing it and the next breaking it again. Because every other generation is raised by the previous. But not the one that, you know, was well educated in the first place. Yeah. Like, I was pretty sure that on stream I dumbed down what I said pretty drastically. You know, I speak with probably a... I'm not sure what grade reading level and speech level I would be, but... above kindergarten, at least. Three kids? What grade are you in? You're 15, you would probably be in... yeah, you're in 9th grade. Right, that's... I mean, that's high school, at least. It's not good. That's probably for the best, honestly. No, it's not very often that I'd seriously say that homeschooling is the only real option, but I think it's the only option. Honestly, I'm kind of happy that me and my friends got out when we did. We don't have to deal with much of that at this point. Okay, I've done my math stupidly. Alright, let's fix this real quick. Dude, I swear, I need like an entire YouTube channel for ranting about just the things wrong with everything right now. Just in general. Because it's bad. It can always be worse. But it can also be better. And I'm rooting for better. I feel like it would be pretty unhinged most of the time, though. Like, I'd be talking about how people need to learn phonetics, because that's literally the most important thing for being able to talk properly. Just in general. I'd also be talking about everything else wrong with the world, but that would be a whole thing. I don't know. I'd prefer to keep this channel Minecraft, if I can help it. Because that's what I come to working on it for. But when everyone's stupid, someone has to not be stupid. So don't drag the rest of us down. How did I mess that up? Honestly, the hardest part of making a channel like that would be figuring out what talking point I need to talk about, like, now, and what can wait until later. Because I got endless things to talk about. Doesn't mean they all need to be talked about at any given moment. How wide is this? 10. How wide is this? Huh. Well, that's convenient. Just have to... let's be smaller. Okay, is there one that's 15? That one's 15. I'll have to play around with a little because it's a different size, but it is at the very least the right width. Okay, what do I want to fill that area with? This is a 6 block. Okay. 6 block is interesting. If I'm not careful, I'm just gonna make the Hypixel logo. There are worse things, but... How's that? That's pretty good. I'd say that's pretty good. And then glass. Okay. What do we think? Is it good? Is it horrible? Is it decent enough? I will settle for decent enough. Is this structure going to be hard to look at once it's finished? This is the question. It needs answered. I mean, you can help, but half of something being hard to look at is it being over-detailed, and this might get close. May also not get close. We'll see. There we go. Although I am running into the very realistic and also slightly fitting look of, man, it looks like some depictions of heaven if you ignore that, mostly that. Man, does it ever look close. I mean, there are worse things. It is a literal redesign of the biblical Garden of Eden for my own story purposes. So, I guess that would make sense. Feel like I need a big gate right there. Gate, arch. I want an arch right there. Open air. Oh man, I done messed it up. That sucks. Anyway. Let's try it again. Automated millstone? Oh, I guess we're playing that right. There we go. No more hand crank. Yeah. Okay, there we go. I placed it properly this time. Yeah, I think I need a big archway right here. Do you see it? Because I see it. I see exactly what I need to do. Good. Glad you see it. You know, sometimes I ask myself, have I gotten worse at building somehow? And then I look at my build compared to the old ones I've done, and I realize that that's impossible. There's no way I've gotten worse. Like, even my last builds, sometimes I look back at them and I'm like, what the crap was I doing there? I knew better than that. That's kind of funny, though. Just keep getting the feeling of I'm not that good at building anymore, because this isn't as happy. I'm not as happy with this as I thought I'd be. And then I look at it closer, and it's not that bad, so... Always a little confusing. Confusing. I don't like it. It's not a good arch. It's not good. Don't like it. I must fix it somehow. Closer. That might work. I'm considering it. Yep, that'll work. That'll work. Yep, that'll do. That'll do. Nope, that doesn't work. That works, though. Missed a spot. Yep. Yep, that's it. That's what I wanted. That's how I managed it. Oh boy, but now I have to build a window on a diagonal. Diagonal. I don't like building on diagonals. That said, it's intriguing. I quite enjoy this look. Let's put one of these up here. Alright, that's our window. Well, no, that's our window, but now we need to put a design on it, or else it's just going to be glass. And no one's happy with that. Starting as all good designs should, align. Yeah, stairs are so annoying on diagonals. Gosh dang it. Why do I do this to myself? Just use full blocks. There we go. You know, normally I think about these patterns at least a little bit before locking in on anything. Not this time. Nope. I ain't doing all that. It's not needed. I don't do shelves on diagonal. So I guess it's not that bad. What do I want to do up there? Yeah, you know what? This could be worse. It's not perfect, but it could be worse. No, I'm not doing that. Something else. Something else. Something else has been found. Not all of that. Maybe just this. Yeah, there we go. How's that? It's kind of perfect, actually. Yeah, okay. Okay. Unfortunately, not enough to build out the entire rest of the second floor, because I still need that, and I still need this. But it's a good start. Quite a good start. I think the bridge will be interesting. I'm sure that'll be fun to make. Well, it is on a diagonal. I don't know why I keep doing that to myself. I'd use a single diagonal on that one. But I suppose this one's just at such a big scale, you can't really not build on diagonals. Doesn't really work out. Though I do like the idea of more of these buildings being open air. Just having massive gateways and places that lead you outside, despite still being on the main structure. Because I think that's interesting. Especially with the climate setting that this is all going to use. Or all canonically uses. No, don't. Fill vertically. How did I mess this up? Alright, speed 10. Holy crap. Okay, we missed it. Don't, no I didn't. We're good. Kinda missed a spot there. Other than that, I think that's pretty good. Okay! Do we keep going? Do I end stream here and wait till Monday? Because I don't really have a good reason. just work better and faster when I can have anything going on in the background. Also, I've been considering something, and I want your opinion. I've been considering that I may set up a stream setting that I can just have on in the background and not think about it. It won't have, like, microphone or anything. It'll just be set it, and I can ignore stream, but have it going whilst I'm doing other things. Because I think that might be interesting. And I didn't turn on replay mode. Gosh dang it. Suck at my job. How did I missed my windows? There we go. Well, I forgot to press this button, so I don't have a time lapse of everything I've done this stream. And I missed the glass in this window that I have now fixed. Although, actually, I want to see. What I want to see right now is how much replay do I have for this current thing? Oh boy. Okay, so that was. It would be this one, I think. Let me check. Check what this one's about. Yes. So why is it doing it from this angle? Huh? Hotbar. No, why would I want hotbar? Why is it trying to edit the... Okay, you know what? It's probably... Pretty sure it's this one. Not sure why it was trying to edit. There we go. Let me turn off Voxy. Yeah. So let's see exactly how much we have right now. Let's add some things together, shall we? 2 plus 20 plus 55 plus 38 plus 71 plus 90 plus 33 plus 44 plus 50 plus 53. I know that's 60 plus 78 plus 7 plus 37 plus 18 plus 44 plus 40 plus 35 plus 28 plus 78 plus 37 plus 70 plus 52 plus 53 plus 85. So we have 21 hours of footage. Yeah, I'm not terribly worried about losing an hour. That's kind of whatever. It's gonna be annoying, but it'll be like 8 seconds, so who cares? It's not gonna matter in the grand scheme of things. Dude, I missed like an entire week of replays as well, and we're still at 21 hours, so... Oh no, how am I gonna do this? How am I gonna get that to under 3 minutes? That's concerning. So... 3 hours would be 1 FPS. 6 hours would be 0.5 FPS. That's next, yeah, probably. So if 6 hours is 0.5, then I would probably need to do 0.125, or would it be 0.1125? It would be 0.1125, probably. No, it would be 0.125. That would allow for... That would allow for 24 hours of footage in 3 minutes. Whether or not I'm going to have 24 hours of footage or more than that is a real concern. However, whatever. It doesn't matter that much. So, yeah. You know, it wouldn't be 1 FPS. That would be... 3 hours would be... I can't do my math right now. Math ain't math in 1 second. Oh, no, I was right. I just don't think I did my math properly. I was right with the numbers. I don't know how I got them. That's concerning. Okay, turn Voxy back on, please. Oh, there's one more thing I want to do. Just press this button. You clearly have more faith in me than I do. I just kind of pull numbers out of nowhere and hope for the best sometimes. Like, what am I talking about? 1 FPS gives you 3 hours of footage into 3 minutes. How does that work? And now I figured that out. I figured out how that works. Gosh, dang it. Okay. I apparently do math and then don't think about how I did the math. How did I make it through high school? The answer is I didn't actually do calculus. I did pre-calculus and then I did business math because that's more useful. Actually, I kind of recommend people do that. Unless you're going to be a mathematician, you don't really need calculus that much. I mean, you need it for engineering as well. It really depends what you're going into. But at least if you take business math, you know how to do your taxes. Kind of. Alright. That's enough admiring this build. It might be time to end stream here. Because I do have that other thing I need to go do. And I also have a bunch of other stuff that I'd like to go do. So, I'm sure I'll work on this off stream, because I'd rather it not take 6 months to finish this. Still might, but hoping it doesn't. But I'll see you all... Day is it? It's Thursday, right? Yeah, it's Thursday. I'll see you all Monday. Okay. I'll be seeing you. Y'all have a nice week. See ya.